Whether you want to curl up on the couch or spice up your holiday party, our next guest says, consider reaching for a fine bottle of whiskey. And what if you want to gift it? What should go into that decision? Gabriel Cardarella joins us now to share his expert advice. Good morning, Gabriel.
Good morning, Mary. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate your time. If we're looking at gifts, what kinds of whiskey make the best presents? Specifically, I'm thinking about people who are new to it.
Fantastic. Yes, whiskey in general is fantastic gifting, but some of the most sought after whiskey in the world is Scotch. And today what I've brought you is our very own John Dewar & Sons blended whiskeys and some of our fantastic malt whiskeys as well to talk about. And whiskey, of course, is a great gift. But for our portfolio, when you're talking about somebody new to the category, talk Dewar's, because our whiskeys are some of the most complex whiskeys, because you're talking with Dewar's 12-year, for example, a blend of whiskeys at least 12 years old from up to 40 different distilleries. But our whiskeys tend to be more delicate and complex and approachable. So a rounded style of whiskey, thanks to a unique process called marrying, makes Dewar's blended whiskeys really incredibly approachable styles of Scotch. So you're safe with us in that sense. We're not overly aggressive whiskey. We really are nice and honeyed styles of whiskeys, nice and sweet oak notes, but again, really well-rounded for, say, a bourbon whiskey drinker as well, but for any type of whiskey drinker, we've got the whiskey for you in our portfolio.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but if we're thinking about mixing up certain drinks, are there varieties you would point us to?
Scotch is fantastic for making cocktails. Dewar's 12 is the most awarded blended Scotch whiskey in the world, and that's because of its complex flavor profile. So you don't need a lot of mixers when thinking cocktails with Dewar's 12. But because of this time of year, being that it's very cold, a great whiskey to use or a cocktail to enjoy when thinking cold, warming your bones type drinks, a hot toddy is fantastic to think about. And it's very simple to make. You take 2 parts Dewar's 12, top it off with some nice hot water, add some fresh squeezed honey and a little bit of citrus, lemon for instance. You can customize it using cloves or cinnamon sticks if you'd like as well. But it's a really nice warming cocktail. It'll coat your palate really nicely and really complex because of Dewar's 12. Very easy to make as well. But Dewar's 12 at $29.99, a great gift, and again, a fantastic whiskey to use when making cocktails such as the hot toddy.
Do you have any other recipes you could share with us now?
Of course. I've got 2 other whiskeys to share with you. I brought Dewar's Scratch Cast to share. Now, Dewar's Scratch Cast begins as Dewar's White Label. It's America's #1 best-selling blended whiskey. And what we do with Dewar's White Label, to add an extra step, we finish it in charred and scratched American oak casks, primarily of which previously held bourbon. And what that allows us to do is draw out notes of toasted oak and vanilla, which help us bridge that gap between American whiskeys, which are quite sweet and oaky, to our very own Scotch whiskeys as well. Now that works fantastic as a nice highball, which simply put is just a little bit of Dewar's Scratched, then you top this off with some nice soda water. You've got yourself a beautiful highball, a great cocktail for entertaining, and a whiskey at $25.99, a beautiful gift for the holiday season. Now last but not least, I bought a wonderful single malt whiskey, Aberfeldy 12-year for folks as well. Now Aberfeldy is actually the principal malt for all the blended whiskeys in our portfolio, responsible for notes of honey. And that honey note is really quite sought after when making a lot of single malt whiskeys from the Highland region. And Aberfeldy whiskey joins the rest of our beautiful single malt portfolio. And Aberfeldy at $45 per bottle, best enjoyed neat, a wonderful whiskey for your single malt lovers out there as well. Now Aberfeldy, you can find more information about that on aberfeldy.com, the rest of our wonderful single malts on thelastgreatmalts.com, and be sure to visit Dewar's.com to find out more about our lovely blended portfolio and other cocktails.
I have learned some stuff from you today, Gabriel. We appreciate your time and wish you the best this holiday season. Thank you.
Happy holidays, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you.